All right, welcome to this episode of JB&A Today, the live show. We're here in Las Vegas for the NAB event. Now, this isn't the actual NAB event. This is the pre-NAB event because it doesn't happen until tomorrow. But that's all right. Okay, so with me today is Mr. Stephen McKenna from Studio Network Solutions. Stephen, say hello to the audience.
Hello, audience.
Perfect. Okay, so it's NAB. It wouldn't be NAB. By the way, we're at another one together. What's going on with us? We're doing two meetings.
We're getting to the double digits.
It's way past it for me, man. Way past it. It's all good. Okay, so Stephen, NAB time. It's the perfect time to do what?
Release new product.
Release new product. And you guys actually released something just a couple of weeks ago, or a little bit beyond that, and that's in the DPX Evo.
Absolutely. We're very excited about the DPX. So the DPX is an all-flash array, Nick. We're using all SSD drives. We're using large SSD drives as well, so our capacities are higher than anyone else on the market.
Nice.
Our 8-disk solution can encapsulate 30 terabytes of storage and deliver 2 streams of 4K DPX in real time, 16-bit.
So a lot of people don't understand that when you're dealing with DPX streams, you're dealing with that final color grading, you really don't have 10 people on this thing. It's one guy mixing this final mix, which is why, you know, when you hear stream counts, you don't get freaked out because actually that's exciting. 2
Right.
stream count is pretty amazing because most of those systems barely support 1, and you guys are knocking out of the park with 2.
Well, Nick, DPX and EXR both present unique challenges in the storage side of the equation, right?
Yep.
It's not a wrapped file. We're not dealing with that encoded ProRes or DNX type of file. We're dealing with an image sequence, more like a JPEG 2000 or a TIFF, but much larger. EXR has the ability to have multiple color depths across a single file. So you actually have multiple image sequences all embedded within each other.
Ooh, that's
Thank you,
like the
LucasArts.
Matrix, right? Where they go in the one, the other. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And because of that, their data rates are significantly higher. A still image TIFF frame has always been bigger than a frame of video, which is why a frame capture, not as good as a picture.
Yeah,
but with DPX, every file, every frame is a file. So we're actually opening and closing 30 or 60 or 90 or 120 frames per second, files per second that are of TIFF quality size and able to allow us to do the color grading. So the data rate's massively larger.
Yep.
I mean, a single stream 4K DPX is running 1,500 megabytes, not bits. A traditional ProRes 422 stream running at 145 megabits. The difference is huge.
Well, and one of the interesting things about SSDs is they actually shine in small incremental files. The performance is better with an image sequence than it is with, say, a ProRes file or a completely encapsulated video. So this is a great way to use an SSD drive array effectively. And so that's pretty cool. Okay, so the DPX unit, that comes with a 25 gig backplane.
Correct.
All right, which is pretty amazing. So that's
25 gig connectivity. It's a 12 gig backplane.
That's true. Okay, 25
backplane.
gig connectivity. That's massive in itself, which means you're going to need a different HBA than people are used to using.
Yep.
So they have to look at that, or possibly get a switch.
Yep.
And stack it. That makes sense. All right. So what else? So I mean, that's on the hardware side. I'm assuming there's some good software updates in Share Browser. Elsewhere. So tell me what you guys got.
Maybe 1 or 2.
All right.
We've been working on Share Browser, quite fervently for many years now. Share Browser now has a web application, so while Share Browser has traditionally been a desktop application that allows editors to search, index, and tag not just the Evo storage, but any storage on their network, easily exchange that metadata with their application, their NLE, or a larger MAM, should they need to. Yep. It was always required to have the desktop application to access those drives and look at footage. This became problematic in massively large environments where people didn't really need that file path access. They really just needed to review material. So our web app has the ability to display proxy files to anyone in the network at a simple web address. They can watch files, preview files, they can tag those files for the editors, they can generate timecode notes of what they'd like to see happen, and they can also organize files in the new Share Browser bin view.
Nice.
So we can take files without copying them redundantly and taking up more storage, and give people views of different collections of files that are pertinent to a specific project, making collaboration even simpler.
Well, and this is really powerful because you've got, this really nice Mac or PC client for Share Browser, but most people don't need to, like you said, need to mount the storage, don't need that level. What they need to do is verify the file's there. They need to look at what the content of the file is, they need to add a note to it, so why have an installation of anything when you can just hit a web app? Right?
Yep.
Dial in. This is great for a producer or somebody who just needs to have a look and say, yep, nope, do it again on that side. So super powerful on that side.
Well, and no good, release would be complete without at least one more thing.
Oh, whoa, this is going
with.
very Jobsy in here for a second. We go, one more thing. All
That's right.
Fire it up. What is it?
Well, tagging isn't fun. It's quite boring and tedious,
but a lot
actually.
of people do that for a living.
Well, I know.
You just put them out of work, didn't you?
I didn't. You know, they still need to, they can be repurposed into more creative tasks.
There it is.
But we do have auto tagging. So we have scene recognition. Now you can simply select a clip in the web app, click on the send to cloud icon, then the file will come back to you pre-tagged with scene selection.
So I'm assuming you're using artificial intelligence or machine learning somewhere?
Absolutely, we are. Mm-hmm.
So what types of, are they tagging, or what are the elements that are getting tagged effectively?
So it's, at this point, it's scene recognition. This is laying the groundwork, obviously, for much deeper machine learning coming in future releases, perhaps later this year.
Nice. Oh, so this is really a first step into machine learning.
Right. And so right now it's scene recognition. So we're going to see things, if it looks like a coastal scene, we're going to get coast, we're going to get ocean, we're going to get water, we're going to get rock. You know, if it's a cityscape, we'll get cityscape. We'll get whether it's day or night. You'll be able to set that stuff up, you know, within kind of a schema, which you want back from machine learning. And the more you do it, the smarter it will get.
Yeah.
So becoming more and more efficient. Again, trying to keep the edit team and the creative team cranking out work product and being creative, not managing files.
Well, and that's pretty spectacular that, you know, you're throwing files on the Evo, it's generating proxies, it's giving you access to view it, you know, in other methods, but at the same time you can quickly type in ocean and then find clips of the ocean, you know, that you can use and repurpose.
Absolutely.
So
all while the edit team is actively working on those files in full resolution as well.
That's pretty powerful. So AI integration, new web-based browsing capabilities, automated proxy generation. Obviously, if you've watched over the past couple months, you guys have added Slingshot for doing automation and you know, file movement. So a lot of stuff in the storage. And mind you, most all that comes for free with the, you know, the Evo itself. So it's pretty, I think, a valuable solution that you guys are offering.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, total cost of ownership is the lowest in the business. We have no per seat license fees. You want to add 50 more users to your environment, that's great. We'll give you the software. And if you maintain a support contract with SNS, your updates are free. Nice. We're not really interested in nickel and diming our clients. We're interested in getting them working.
Nice. Okay, so let's talk NAB for a minute. You guys have 2 booths this year. Not one,
two booths. 2 booths.
You're twice as big as you used to be.
Yep, absolutely.
Which one are you working?
I'll be working the main post-production booth, which is in our traditional location, stand number SL11513.
Sounded like a serial 11513.
At least it wasn't binary.
Yeah, that's good.
Could be worse.
100.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Then what's the other booth?
So the other booth has got more of a broadcast bent to go along with our NewTek NDI integration, as well as our ROS integrations with both Amira and Expression. So we'll have live view cameras there. We'll be encoding those to MP4s. We'll be using NewTek NDI, playing things out to TriCasters, recording back from the TriCaster, all while tagging things in the share browser.
Yeah, and this is something we probably didn't really gloss over very much, but you guys are the only storage I know of right now that has total NewTek NDI integration.
Absolutely right. We saw the power of NDI very early. We see this as hyper-convergence finally coming to the broadcast world, the last real holdout, and starting to do things over the IP network. So we jumped on development early.
And it's all about interoperability. If I could say one thing coming out of NAB this year, it's interoperability, the ability to connect, you know, with a multitude of products that, you know, aren't your traditional connection points. So this is killer. All right, so what's the booth number again?
SL11513.
All right, so go out and see the guys at SNS, check out the new features, check out the DPX box, and of course...
Did he tell you about the DPX box?
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Well, that happened.
Don't know how to follow that one up, but we'll thank Jeremy for that later. Okay, this has been JB&A Today's live edition. Come out to NAB this week, see the guys at SNS, and skip the Cat TV booth because they're going to bombard you anyway. All right, Steven, thanks for being here with me.
Thanks so much, Nick. Always good to see you.
All right, we'll see you on the next episode of JB&A Today live edition. This is the part where we wait for them to cut us off.
Yeah,
there it is.
Look, are we clear?